That's David Freeman I was looking for. He's just gone round. That's David Freeman in the Spa Special. Not as bad as the Spa's throwing it.
So and a big slide from the leader, who will probably now lose the lead. Number 9, Harvey Cook, collected it all up, lost some momentum. Montgomery looked like he got second place on the exit of the bend, and Randall lost that second and dropped to third.
And down they come, and 1, 2 together as they come into Brooklands. And the
no sign, I'm afraid, of Ian Montgomery, number 7. We'll check back through the field as it comes through, but number 8 now leads the snarling pack, which is headed by 38 Andrew Stafford in the first of the Datsuns, then our man Vernon Taylor in the second Datsun in 5th place, and I haven't yet seen the, here he is, the E-Type number 7 running about 5 from the back and just passing the Reliance Sabre 6. Doesn't look to be really pushing hard, so maybe he'll be a pit caller.
Coming up for the second lap, and still in the lead is number 9, the leader, then on his own, after that spin by number 9, Harvey Cook. And we're coming up now for lap 3, Harvey Cook in the lead then. Second place having dropped back. Third place is now number 38. Fourth place is number 8, Michael Adams. Fifth place number 1, Vernon Taylor. So he's beginning to show now. And sixth place number 26. And that very small gap, first and second, was opened up to 8 seconds now. So we'll keep up.
Now firmly in the hands of Stafford, but 4th is being battled out now between Vernon Taylor and ahead of him at the moment Michael Adams in the E-Type. And number 7, our man who had a spin we think at Cox, Ian Montgomery, he's now past the gaggle of cars midfield and he's probably about 10th.
Yes, you're quite right about that gap coming down. Down 5 Brooklands, 5 seconds. We're checking number 9, second place number 18, and the gap is down to 4.6, so he's reeling him in very quickly now.
The strange thing is though, Keith, so it's slow.
That could be the answer. So, and noticeably getting closer. So in third place is number 38, leading Class B. We've got a spinner there. That's number 18. Number 9 in the lead, number 18 in second place. That's Harvey Cook. Randall shadowing the leader all the way through lap field 1, lap field 2, into lap field 2 now. Right on his tail, there's only one line. He doesn't want to go off line. And he's slipstreaming him down that line. And he's going to cross the line, I would think. Number 18. It's very difficult because there's such... You've got to look for a dry spot to overtake on, otherwise it is that very slippery part, the wet part, just off the line. And in fact they are the same position now as they come up to you now for the 8th time. You'll find that they're very, in fact, nose to tail.
Yes, coming up now. Right-hand hairpin of Beckett's, and certainly yes, much closer. It's probably only 3 or 4 car lengths through the corner, and then they've got one back mark that they will catch the angle complex by you, and onto the straight, and the second place position is now probably 2 car lengths behind, under braking.
Yes, now they come into Brooklands for the 8th time. And he's trying to get through on the outside, which is the inside on that corner, and he goes almost onto the grass. He's got the inside, he's got his nose ahead, but no, he has to tuck it behind. What a tremendous battle here, with number 18, Nick Randall, trying every way to go. He's got another 3 laps, or 2 laps after this one, rather. So, under the bridge, and the position is still the same. Number 9, 8 laps completed in first place. Number 18 in second place.
Is behind that group of cars now, and it looks to me like he's, unless he makes a mistake, he's got under his belt.
Well, the leader got trapped behind the sailor and allowed the second man to close right up, but he too, now he's been trapped behind the sailor. The sailor moves over. I don't think there's any way that he can win, but he's really storming through now. Nick Randall really having a go, but I'm afraid he's just run out of time. The checkered flag is ready. And number 9 wins, 18 is second. So the winner was Harvey Cook, number 9. 18, Nick Randall was second. 18 now third, number 38. Robert Murray's 1922 Bamford Martin, that's car number 18, is the oldest in existence. It was originally one of the 2 Strasbourg GP cars with 16-valve twin overhead camshaft engine, so fairly advanced for its years. And now the engine has been designed by the Honourable John Benson and fitted by him in the other Bamford Martin car in the race, 36. In Feltham, Victoria Road, and even the buildings are still there, is Keith Piper's International number 8, a model that firmly established the Nate's reputation among the world's greatest sports cars. Jim Young's competition 2-seater number 21, the 4th car of the second series, is closely related to the cars built for the works team in 1932, one of which is being driven by Brian Rivet, and that's number 7, the winner of the 1500cc class at Le Mans in 1932. And there are 8 of the much more familiar Le Mans model, lovely looking car, the second series, 5 of them with 2-stroke 4-seater bodies on their original short chassis. Most, like their drivers, are well-known in club events, but Tony Luddington and Jerry Luman, number 27, are newcomers. Well, certainly Wolf, number 14, has enjoyed the St John Horsfall race for many years, and his 2 4-seater has an impressive concours history. Of the limited number of these cars built, Simon Draper's car, number 70, is the oldest here, and is notable not only because it was a private entry at Le Mans in 1935, but because it remains unrestored ever since. It is really an original pre-war car, and those are very, very rare. Christoph, number 1, the black car, and the 2-litre speed model in which Jock saw off all 6 Fraser Nashes in the TT at Donington in 1938, won the Belgian Grand Prix in 1946. And this is the first time that this car's taken part in this race. And of course David Freeman's car, number 4, has appeared in most of the St John Horsfall meetings in the speed model that Jock Horsfall modified so successfully. In fact, it was this car that he drove single-handed in the 24-hour race at Spa in 1949, finishing 4th overall and 2nd in class behind Chinetti Ferrari. Time this morning, 1:27.49, and David Freeman, alongside him, car number 4, Spa Special, 1:27.61. And then on the outside of the front row, Tony Armstrong, number 11, 1:28.26, so they're quite close. So the front row of the grid is 32, 4 and 11. 32, 4 and 11. 8th row, 8 and 5. 8 and 5. And the green light goes on, and a very good start by David Freeman, number 8, number 4. David Freeman it is, who leaves Nick Mason in the red car, so it's the green car of David Freeman from Nick Mason in the red car, So the pole position man going through in second place, and in third place was Tony Armstrong, number 11.
First time, and I must say, looking at the grid sheet, this is the most competitive grid we've had for many years in this race. Looks excellent. 4 cars on very similar times, but it's the man from the middle of the front row, as you say, that leads. And Tony Armstrong, in fact, comes alongside Nick Mason to try to get second place, and they are still side by side going down under the bridge, but it's definitely Freeman leading. Quite a way ahead, had a good look behind him as he left Beckett's just to check where the other cars were, and the rest of this wonderful field streaming through Beckett's.
Well, Nick Mason is in third place, as you forecast. Nick Mason has dropped behind, and I think he's going to be taken by the 4th car, which I think is Simon Draper, and a spinner down the field, but he's spun harmlessly. And most competitive race, as you say, Aston, we've seen for a long time. 4 cars in contention, coming up now for the first lap. It looks like David Freeman. Fifth place on 15 David Taylor. Sixth place number 19 Chloe Mason. It's wonderful to see all the Mason family out. What a great thing it is to have mother and father and daughter all racing in the same race.
We've got the leaders up here at Beckett's, and they are all very much closer together now. It's a 4-car battle for the lead. And when you think of the history of each one of these, well, in fact every car in the race, but particularly the first 4 battling for the lead, it's tremendous to see them actually racing together, and they really are racing. David Freeman still leading, but it's Tony Armstrong very strongly in second place and catching Freeman. Obviously not the outright speed of the cars we saw in the first couple of races, but nevertheless the battle is there, and it's Mason third, and then, as you say, Simon Draper is just making a little bit of ground in 4th place, and those 4 cars making the best of the race so far.
And the 4 leaders, I think, very competitive, aren't they? They're not getting, no one's getting away, and I would have thought David Freeman, if anyone, as is usual, would have stormed away.
Yes, absolutely right. Freeman's got the most of a gap between himself and any other car in the first 4, but it really is only a couple of car lengths different. The other 3 are as close as you want to be in these conditions, and it's still the same order. Still Armstrong second, but very, very much a case of one slide and somebody will take another place. Again, did Robert Murray run last year, Keith, number 18?
No, I don't think he did.
No, I don't think I've seen him for a couple of years, but he's running strongly. Right.
Past you now, coming up to half distance when they come round this time, and getting mixed up with the back markers. Nick Mason still, I can see there. Have he been passed, or have he lost the car which was tailing? We'll have to wait until they sort themselves out. They come through now. There's the leader, it's 3 car number 4 by Feltham. Martin, my lap scorer, says he's using his roadcraft or his trackcraft, and he got himself up into second position through using the back markers to advantage. And he's 4.5 seconds behind the leader, David Freeman, on the 4th. So
but you'll find Mason a lot further behind Freeman now, and that was entirely because of back markers just in the way. It's not anything you can do about. That green page reappeared. I'm very walking him earlier. I mentioned him. He disappeared for a couple of laps. He's back again now, I have to say.
We've got a spinner, and it's number 32. It's Nick Mason. Nick Mason spins at Brooklands and rejoins. What will that have done to his position? He'll probably drop down to 4th, actually. There's the leader, number 4.
Of the leading bunch amongst the back markers now, and it's all getting fairly confused, but certainly the leader David Freeman away and clear, but he's not that far ahead now of Tony Armstrong, who seems to have either caught a little bit or maybe Freeman slowed and taken things easy. Certainly through Beckett's, Armstrong looked to be within striking distance.
Seconds he's got to make up. What has he got left? 3 laps to go. Do it.
Yes, Mason nearly caught Draper now. Just a couple of car lengths in it. They're coming down and it's starting to rain. Much harder here. It's coming up the Foster's Bridge.
It's a glorious June day. So we're waiting now for the leader come up to complete his 8th lap. Don't forget the 2 to go. Here he comes, number 4, David Freeman. Crosses the line, fast special. This car's won so many races. Nick Mason is pulling off. Nowhere to go. He used to be able to get in there. Now that's he really is condemned to 10 cars bearing down. Not St John. Here he is. No, I've got the longest time doors. This is him now. White helmet. Look at the white helmet. That goes out to car number 4, the winner of the Goldsmith St John Horsfall race.
The time may have been Simon Draper. Your lap chart should tell you, number 16, it was 3rd.
I would have
the whole green piece spun.
Oh,
he's really been trying. And he's spun.
Is number 19, Chloe Mason. So at least we had a Mason in the first 6. Sorry, Anna. 31 there, she goes across the line now, and she finished in 10th place. So at least the Mason family had 2 in the top 10. Lies opposite the page 15. Servicing, restoration and race preparation. So the winner then, car number 4, David Freeman from Beckenham in Kent. The Aston Martin Speed Special, the Ulster. The Speed model, driven by St John Horsfall, 1949, 24 hours, single-handed.
Awards to be presented for this, of course, are to David Freeman for the overall win of the race, who I have with me at the moment, whilst we're just getting Garland sorted out. David, fairly comfortable drive today, yes?
Yeah, it seems to be going quite well. We've changed the car onto petrol, so which is why we're starting at the front as opposed to the usual half a minute at the back. And I actually thought that certainly Nick Mason and maybe Tony Armstrong were going to be a bit quicker, but I got a very good start, and that seemed to help once I'd sort of eked out a bit of a lead. It took 2 or 3 laps to actually get rid of them.
Yes, I noticed a bit of axle tramp at the very start when you put the clutch in, but the car seemed to go pretty well.
Yeah, it seems fine. We made a few changes, so it was a bit sort of tentative whether it was going to work for the whole race, but no, I'm very pleased, extremely pleased.
Quick question, why did you change it back to petrol?
Well, one, the Aston Martin Club says if you want to race with more of the races, then you should run on petrol, so we're doing that to do more Aston races. And secondly, I wanted to be able to drive it on the road as a sports car. Running on methanol, it's a little bit difficult.
A little impractical, I think, so to run on methanol on the road, certainly. David, Dennis, this is...
We were hoping perhaps that LM10 would have come a little bit closer as well, but you did very well. Congratulations.
Very well done, David, and a round of applause for David on the overall win. Very well done, David. Now, the Clark Faulkner Trophy goes to David Taylor. Sorry, David. David, a good race for you, was it?
Yes, very nice. Most surprised because there were too much faster cars ahead of me. What happened to them?
I don't know, Nick, I think, broke down or something, but anyway.
Very good. Very pleased. Thank you.
Green light, it must have been 5 seconds, and straight up the middle front row goes David Haynes. And it's David Haynes who takes a very positive lead in his dark green car, greenish, rockish green car, and in fact the pole position man is in 3rd place. And the 2 cars from the back, that very quick John Freeman car, watch for that one. We'll ask Dave to put his clock on this because I think John Freeman's a potential winner. And he's starting from the back of the grid. That's car number 66. Watch for that.
Well, it's a complete change around here because we've got 77 in 2nd place. Haynes indeed in the lead. 77 Foster 2nd. And they've all gone through, and we don't know who's 3rd. I'm awfully sorry. There was a lot of cars around then. I don't have a lap score up here like you do. So anyway, it was an Aston in 3rd place certainly, but Haynes and it was Foster from the 2nd, 3rd row that was actually in 2nd place.
Well, it's Ronnie Farmer in 3rd place, I can tell you that, the silver car, but the 2 leaders have pulled right away. But watch for that car from the back, Freeman. I can see him already mixing it. Where he's passed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars already. 2 leaders go through, and in the lead, car number 69, David Hayes. 2nd place, car number 77. Foster, 3rd place, car number 21, John Goldsmith. 4th place, number 5, Gary Pierce. 5th place, number 72, Whitefield. And in 6th place is the pole position man, number 75, Ronnie Farmer.
Well, we've got the leaders back here again, and it's still Haynes and then Foster, and they are pulling away from 3rd man. A big power slide from 21 in 3rd place, Goldsmith. No, Barry Williams, sorry. Barry Williams now up into 3rd place, and in 4th place was Pearson. And Freeman is through the main gaggle of the back markers. His next thing now will be the middle back markers, coming under the Foster's Bridge in about 12th place. Fairly certain it is Barry Williams, difficult to tell. Orange helmet with the BRDC badge.
Well, I would think that's
it's a likely bet.
It's a good DNA, that one.
Yeah, so he's still in 3rd place and having a wonderful battle with, is it Pearson in 4th?
Yes.
Side by side through Beckett's, both on full opposite lock, down the straight and under the Foster's Bridge, still side by side.
Well, there's a good battle going on for 3rd place. Last back down there. And across the line now. Number 69, David Haynes. 2nd place, number 77, Pete Foster. Then this battle for 3rd place with the silver one. Silver number 21 at the moment. And Barry Williams is right on the limit. He's a good 3rd place now, Barry.
This battle of Pearson and the braking closes right up with Williams. And away from the course. And Freeman now up to 9th place. John Freeman.
Right. And Barry Williams absolutely side by side there through Brooklyn, and then that other battle going on behind them. And David Freeman is about to catch the Barry Williams, the one after the Barry Williams fight. And Barry right off the limit there, gets the tail hanging out at lucky and he's lost the ground a bit there to Gary Pierce. Gary Pierce got him going back at him. And 66 Freeman is about to move up 2 places. And they will tell us how far he is now behind the leaders.
The battle between Pearson and Williams may be over because Pearson got shooting by Williams under braking, and unless I'm mistaken, I think 21 may be in trouble. no, that's not fine, but Pearson now in a strong third place. Williams for fifth is 72 Wakefield then. John Freeman just takes sixth place on the exit of Beckett's. So Freeman's next target now is Stephen Wakefield, number 72. Freeman spoke of four cars. There's the leader, and so but the sight really to watch is Barry Williams. That is tremendous. 75, Lonnie Farmer, the pole position man, who had a most unhappy race, is retiring into the pits. 75 to the pits. As you say, John. So then, 6 laps completed, 4 to go. John Freeman takes third place under braking for Beckett's from Gary Pearson. So all that is currently between John Freeman and the two leaders, who are, I must say, quite a way ahead because they're just going into Brooklands, are a few back markers. Pearson back to fourth place, of course. Barry Williams changes into third gear sideways, going onto the straight. Not the quickest way though, because Wakefield is just behind him, but it's fun. And the leader crosses the line. 3 laps to go. Second place number 77. And who's going to be third? Peter. Class B being led by car number 4, Peter Snowden. Peter Snowden, son of Terry Snowden, driving Ronnie Farmer's car. Certainly 69 and 77 running fairly close together, and there's a couple of back markers who are quite quick ahead of Haynes that will probably slow him down as he comes under the Foster's Bridge. He goes for the inside, the faster of the two back markers goes for the outside, and all 3 sets of brake lights are on. Second place man's brake lights don't work because they didn't come on, and I don't believe he didn't brake for Brooklands. And meantime, Freeman comes through in third, Pearson fourth, Williams slightly closer to Pearson in fifth place. Right. 69 is first, 77 is second. The winner, 69, David Haynes. Second place, number 77, Pete Foster. Third place, number 66, coming right from the back, 10-second penalty.
Time, Paul, in your standard DB4, did you enjoy your motor race?
That was the first time I've ever finished a race. It was absolutely brilliant. Really enjoyed it. Fantastic.
Were you very slippery?
Exceptionally. How the hell the winner stayed on, I don't know.
We'll be having a chance to ask him in a minute.
Thank you very much for helping out.
Congratulations, David. You had quite a tussle all the way through with Pete Foster, I think, didn't you? You didn't really have much of a chance to let up.
No, there was no time to relax at all. I could see he's only got one headlight for some strange reason, but it was there winking away at me all the way. He was there.
Well, to give you the award is Paul White.
Thanks very much.
I know what it feels like. Well done. Ninth row, 25, 7 and 1. 25, 7 and 1. 10th row, 21 and 26. 6. 11th row, 3, 10 and 37. Just going back down the field, look at number 35. 35, that big Bentley, Stanley Mann. That's the car which broke a number of records in the hands of Stanley Mann and Prince Michael Kent. The car has the name Mother Gun. I've not found out yet who or what Mother Gun is called. And away they go, a very bad start by Tony Smith. Awful start. In fact, he's overwhelmed. And it looks like the red car of Pattinson's going to take the lead. In fact, Pattinson does take the lead, but Gary Pearson tries to go round the outside. No, the maroon car, Pattinson, is the lead. Second place was Gary Pearson, third was Martin McGlone, and fourth was Tony Smith. Yes, coming up to Maggots for the first time. It's made easy for us because it's the red car leading. Jeffrey
Pattinson, 29, leads as he did on the warming up lap. Second place, Gary Pearson in number 40, and in third place is number 20, Hubert Farbury, and 18, oh wow, my goodness, we nearly had a big spin there from Martin McGlone. He was still sorting it out well onto the straight, and thank goodness he got away with it, but he came through in fourth place.
Leaders coming down to Brooklands, and it is still Pattinson. Pattinson in the lead with second place Gary Pearson, and third place Hubert Farbury. And those three cars have pulled away now, and it looks as though this Pattinson is going to become under a lot of pressure this lap, because Pearson is starting to close up, but he's taking Farbury with him. Number 20, fourth place, Farbury, 18 deep the blow, and the fourth Tony Smith. I would think Tony Smith's going to get him on the inside. Yep, he's going on. And I'm going to think the centre flag is the Bentley. 3 litre Bentley. And House Family Mandarin. There he goes down.
Very wide, nearly on
18 in fourth place, yes, 18 in fourth place, the Globe, and Smith got in, moving up to high space. 6.5 seconds first place.
Leader through, and Pattinson caught behind a couple of back markers just entering Brooklands now. Goes through on the inside, and there's a battle now because your man Tony Smith, who we were surprised not to see moving through the field, is in fact now catching the Globe. There with close, they come through.
By number 40,
The back marker, the second place man, passes on the gun, in the middle of Beckett's. Interesting to watch the Bentleys coming away from Beckett's. Power comes in some yards down the straight. All the cars that dipped by in the corner are immediately re-overtaken on the straight.
yes, sheer power, of course, that's those. They don't go around the corner so well.
No, it's not quite so true of the man in sixth place, 36. Obviously not good through the corner, but he's holding sixth, and that's Spencer Flack. But when he gets on the straight, he takes off. But still holding. For third place, that's up on us, number 20, Hubert Farbury has been caught by Tony Smith, number 4.
Redeeming himself.
Yes, I hadn't noticed that. There was a few back marks around last time, but obviously made good, and they're coming under the Boston Bridge towards you now. Still Farbury third, but it's Smith right behind him.
Yes, in fact I think he's going to take him on the inside, is he? No, he didn't quite make it, but they're almost nose to tail now, going up to Nuffield 1. Back markers in front of them. And he's closing very rapidly on Farbury now, and they've got quite a few three back markers in front of them, spread across the track, weaving their way through, and Farbury gets through, and so does Tony Smith. And Tony Smith, I think, now is looking for a way through. I don't think he's going to make it at the top, but that's 9 laps completed, so this is it. He's got to do it on this lap. I would think it comes up to you. He's very close, and I would say possibly take him at
watching Gary Pearson taking place. And really, as you just said, he's only got Beckett's left, he's now only got conflict left, because as they come under the bridge there, nose to tail, and Smith goes from the inside.
And the winner, in the middle of that lot, is the winner, Jeff Pattinson, number 29, the maroon car. Very convincing victory by number 29, Jeffrey Pattinson. Second place, number 40 when he gets here. And then we're looking for this battle for third place. And Marbury gets it. Marbury just managed it by a length and a bit. But it's very, very close. And they obviously enjoyed that because they're I didn't quite shaking hands, but they're looking across at each other, obviously enjoyed the battle. So...
Right, Jeffrey, a few words. A good motor race for you?
Yes, excellent. Enjoyed it very much.
A bit slippery, was it?
Yes, it was. I could see Gary behind me slipping about a bit, but it was very slippy.
How did you get on with the back markers in the damp condition?
No, they're all pretty good. They all moved out of the way. Everybody seemed to be driving very tidily. We all had a very nice time, I think.
Well, many congratulations, and here's Jan Stefanovic with the garland.
Did you get in there? Superb. Too easy for you, wasn't it? It was, isn't it?
It's a pity Gary didn't try a bit harder, because I thought we were going to, really have a good race.
Really enjoyed it. Well done. Thank you.
Very many congratulations, Jeffrey. He's now got to try and clasp a glass goblet in one piece and get it back to the paddock without breaking it. But many congratulations to Jeffrey, who's obviously in a hurry to get back to the paddock. Back to you, Keith.
Away they go. Stephen starts from the back there, on the left hand is forward. He's going to get pretty far. And it looks as though Stephen Griswold and the very Williams. Very much. How very much. Very Williams takes outside in number 33 and may have got through.
Yes, I think you're right. Certainly Griswold is not leading. And we wait for the cars to appear here at Beckett's, and it's Barry Williams, and it was Barry Williams earlier in that DB6, because it's exactly the same helmet and it's the same style, sideways out of the corner, beautifully driven. 33 leads, second place 58, third place is 55, Peter Hardman, also from the front row, and then fourth is number 28, Robert Brooks in the little Lotus, and the rest of the cars stream through, all very, very close together indeed, and a wonderful sight, some gorgeous cars.
Yes.
The leaders with you.
Yes, I didn't give you number 77. That's being driven by Frank Sittner. 77, fearless Frank Sittner is driving car number 77.
And running right at the back.
And it's a D-type. Yes, he started from the back. Well, the field streaming through Brooklands. The leaders now into Luffield 2. And 3 cars have broken away. And down they come to complete the first lap of the 10-lap race. And then line number 33. Barry Williams.
Williams it is who's opened up the smallest of gaps before new second placeman Peter Hardman, then Griswold. Now Griswold probably has a little bit more power, so you may see as they come under the Foster's Bridge that he's pulled alongside. My view is very badly distorted by the rain, I'm afraid now, but the leader's with you.
Yes, leaders coming down, and this sweeping rain really spoiling things and getting, I would think, getting very slippery soon. So number 64.
Barry Williams, an armful of opposites, and that allows Peter Hardman to close. Peter Hardman now is within 1 car length of Barry Williams as they disappear into the murk. Third place is still, that's not the Mercedes, you'll understand, it's the murk of the weather. Stephen Griswold still third.
Well, Barry Williams is being caught, and it looks looks as though it is Peter Hardman. Yes, it is Peter Hardman. Griswold's gone with him. I think Barry might have had a moment somewhere, Aston.
I think Hardman's just going quicker.
Do you?
Yes.
Dave thinks he might have had a moment at Cops. Whatever, Barry's still in front, and he's weaving from side to side, and he's got Peter Hardman right in his there. Barry Williams number 33, second place is 5 Hardman, third place is Griswold number 38, fourth place on the foot number 28, sixth place is 4, he's Donaldson, then comes it's Hardman, just drops back about a car length. Power comes on, Williams still in the lead, third place is Scott, fourth place is fifth is Ian Donaldson, and sixth now, drop back a place, Steve O'Rourke. And we've got Sittner ahead of Pearson again. Sittner passes Pearson in amongst the back markers, and they're both catching Nick Mason in the birdcage. Right, well in the meantime, Barry Williams is still holding off the unwelcome attentions of Peter Hardman. In fact, Barry has got about and Stephen Griswold hanging in there. As is Robert Brooks in fourth place. And then Steve O'Rourke next up. Back in 12th place. Barry Williams Hardman would have through under braking, but Barry is Barry, and he knows well that he shuts the door as he comes into Beckett's. Hardman gets 2 or 3 armfuls of opposite lock on. Absolutely unbelievable for Beckett. And he's still right there. Williams shut the door then under braking. He's definitely not the quicker of the 2 cars. I would say Hardman. Well, this is in 13th place, number 77 in 13th place, and 75 in 14th place.
Well, he's dropped a few now because they're in amongst the back markers.
And what a tremendous battle going on now as they go up to Luffield 2. It's still Barry Williams holding off. Yes, he's still there. And Peter Hardman is trying so hard with the spinner. 29, yes. 29, Jeffrey Hackett, who's doing so well. Won that previous race, spun off. Okay. Now we're looking for the Pearson battle.
Hardman thought he was through and then he wasn't. Sorry to butt in there. Tremendous battle with these two, and Williams and Hardman, they look the same on the track as they come under the Foster's Bridge, but Hardman's got a nose ahead of the Kelly Beckett.
Jeffrey Patterson's restarted. There they are. Going on in front of him, as of course Peter Hardman and Barry Williams does it. Car control is phenomenal. And they're coming up now for 6 laps of this 10-lap race. 6 laps coming up, and it's Barry Williams. Really working hard. Second place Hardman is behind, third place Griswold,
And he takes the lead as they go on to the straight. Williams is on the outside of the circuit, the inside of the corner for Brooklands. In fact, Hardman has to give way and drop in behind again because they're coming up to some back markers. But Hardman that time took a different line and came out quicker.
Well, there they go. They're mixed up with traffic, and Barry Williams is still in front. They've got 6 cars behind. 2 cars in front of them. 6 cars, and coming up to Luffield 2 now, and the Hardman car closes right up, and Hardman's looking for a way through, and I think Barry weeded round the outside. The yellow D-Tag Jaguar, and it's Barry Williams, but Hardman goes with it. The blue flag's waving as the leaders go through, and a brilliantly driving. Now we've got the battle with
Bridge, and Hardman's on the inside of the circuit, the outside for the corner. He's looking for a way through, I think.
And the leaders. And Hardman tries to go through, yes, he does, no he doesn't. He's got the inside, no, Barry moves, Barry knows this is the direction. Very well, no he's not it anymore. And that has been down to and it's Barry with a quick attempt to sort of shot past him on the straight. That time he tried to box him, but Williams is too wily and he got ahead again, so I think he's still leading. Yes, they're coming up now to start their last lap, but it's still Williams in the lead. Williams has been pressurised all the way, back markers to get through as well. They're catching up with one of the back markers. And at the moment, they've got 4 cars in front of them. All the way through, and Jeffrey Patterson is the car that he's got to get past it. But Jeffrey Patterson, of course, is very quick. He's very bright. That allows Harper to close right up with the rapid campaign. Here they come up through the fast top to the left-hand Hackett and hard on the race. Williams leading. They go either side of the back marker. Williams leading. They got a slower car. And that car from the last lap is actually isn't so slow. No, I think it's Jeffrey Patterson, as you said, yes, and I thought they passed him, but they didn't ever get by, and they're still behind him. It's still Patterson, Williams, and then Hartman, and Griswold is still that 2 lengths behind. He's hanging in there, isn't he? That's hoping. He's waiting for the last lap. Well, down they come, and Patterson in front of them, and Griswold has got right up, and opportunist Williams goes through on the inside of Pattinson and gets the better line. It allows Griswold to close right up onto Hardman. Hardman's got pressure now. Griswold widening down to Barry Williams, and he wins. Barry Williams is first, and Hardman, and a very good third is Griswold. And it was just a second, first to second, so a great effort by all 3 riders. In 5th place and in 4th place was Gary Pearson. This was number 28, Otto Reed Tops. Well, that was some race, and Barry Williams, as they sometimes call it. And you'll have a good interview this time. Stuart, I'm sure that... oh, Barry.
We're just waiting for the galaxy of motor car. What a splendid motor race. I'm sure that Barry and Peter Hartman enjoyed themselves as much. They seem to be very happy here. Let's go and have a word. Now, Barry, come on. That was some motor race, wasn't it?
Oh, it was really good fun, yeah, tremendous fun. I helped Peter up a lot there. I think they call it professional blocking.
Peter, you were really able to press Barry this afternoon. That was a really good drive. You obviously had a thoroughly good time.
Yeah, it was good. We were just losing out a bit in the straights, but other than that, we were all over him, I think. It was a good race. He drives very well for a young lad.
Yeah. This must be one of almost the first win for a Giro, surely.
First win for this car, I think the 5th race ever for it in 36 years. So we're quite chuffed about that. I expect John Giro will probably look at the women again, I think, probably, you know.
Very easy, but... yes.
I'm out in the next race, would you believe?
Right. Right, well, the garland is to be awarded by Pam McGregor, wife of Chairman Jim McGregor of the AMOC. So, Pam.
Well done. Many congratulations. Great race.
Well, a big kiss for Pam.
I love these young girls, you know.
Very good. Barry, you've got a glass goblet to collect as well. So
it's empty. Peter will fill it for me.
The champagne is just coming.
Right, I've got another race now, so I've got to go out and do this, so I've got to not have a drink, can I?
No, well, you drive quite well anyway, so... yeah. But certainly a very exciting motor race. Peter Hardman's allowed a drink, because he's obviously not driving in the next race. But Barry is quite anxious to get back in the paddock. He's out in the next race, as he was saying. So,
well, we come in fact, Stuart, to the last race of the day. We're just waiting now for the green flag, and fifth row 21 is missing. Fifth row, John Goldsmith is missing 21. Tommy Entwistle, number 35 there, is now 73-4, and was one of the great racers of the era of Alton Park in the 60s, late 50s and 60s. It's David Haynes then on pole position, with Pete Foster and Jerry Marshall. And Jerry Marshall's time 1:18.43. I would guess that there's going to be quite a battle. It is dry, I think, now, Alistair, is it?
Just started raining again. Quite heavily, unfortunately.
Has it?
Yes.
Oh, dear.
There's certainly no dry line at all now.
Well, what a pity. But nevertheless, Jerry Marshall, I think, may serve to his advantage. And he's on the third row. Sorry, on the first row, on the outside, the third fastest. Jerry, first race he entered was in 1964, Easter Monday, in fact, at Snetterton, Mini Cooper. And of course, since that time, he's literally won hundreds of races. And he's driven for Marsh Plant Hire in 80, 81, 87, and since then, just about every year, I think. He's achieved 39 wins driving Marsh Plant cars, driven Lister Jaguars, Lolas, there was a Lola T70, Lola 3B, and various Aston Martins. And although a 1959 chassis, the DB4 is a completely new car built by Marsh Plant and completed at the end of '94 when it won 2 rounds of the Goldsmith Young Championship. Although they are coming up then, the number 69, the pole position, has got a yellow band across the top of the windscreen. Number 77 is identical colour. And number 96, Jerry Marshall, is darkish blue. Metallic blue, I suppose is the right word. Tony Smith is Williams. Car number 25, rolls down the back, green light goes on, away they go. Jerry Marshall makes a wonderful start, and a good start by Stephen Wakefield as well, but it's Jerry Marshall, and if he can keep there, if it is wet, from what he said in the previous race, it was easier for him being at the front. Well, he's at the front all right, but what a tremendous battle for second place. And it looks very crowded going through Cops Corner.
Yeah, Marshall leads. Second place is Foster, third is Haynes, and fourth is Wakefield. And as they come into Beckett's for the first time, Marshall, very tidy line through, a little bit of opposite lock as he exits the corner, but much better than second place man, 77, Foster, who loses a little bit of time to him, and that allows Haynes to close right up. So it's Marshall with a fraction of a lead over a very close second place between Haynes and Foster. The rest of the field streaming through, looking for Barry Williams. Can't see him, must be about halfway up the field already. Yes, he is, coming under the Foster's Bridge now.
Right, Jerry Marshall then, tail hanging out there, has opened up a lead of about 4 lengths. But the battle for second place is really joined now, and it looks as though Wakefield is going to be taken. There's been a spinner somewhere. Isn't he rejoined? Yes, he's rejoined now to knee tight. And Jerry Marshall goes through, and the clock on him. Second place is 69 Haynes. Third place is 77 Foster, and the gap is 1 point in the fifth place is number 37. Yellow flag has come, Alistair, so tell us if anybody missing. So
in the gravel.
So 69 Haynes then has
Yes, the yellow lights are on now. Yep, it looks like Haynes in blue overalls and white helmet walking across the gravel. Right, well the leaders are here now, and so there might be another car dropping out there. There's Marshall goes through number 96 in first place. I think we've got a second man, have we? Should be Pete Foster. No, just Foster, 77. And third place is Black Market, coming in just third place 72, fourth place Chris Connolly, fifth place now is number 28, Roy Stevenson, DB4, and a long gap before we get the TBR number 41 of Howard Brearley. And I'll see where Barry Williams is in a moment. 25. Oh, there's a spinner down there. Would that be that? Where's Barry? Out by plenty of blue flags going, but the FGB was on his line presumably, and in fact the FGB ducks onto Jerry's tail. Jerry comes out right on the limit, 7 laps complete, 3 to go. Starting to lighten a bit, so the sunshine. Meantime, Jerry Marshall very close now to close of the 9th lap. The rest are all British. It's not just us last. Good range of cars. Jerry Marshall goes through to go down to Brooklands for the last time. Laps at Beckett's, well in the lead now, the second place man only just appearing in sight through Hackett's, as Jerry probably going into the new complex of corners. Foster in second place, 77 through Beckett's, Wakefield 72 in third place also. Takes the checkered flag, acknowledges John Gash, waving the checkered flag. Waiting now for second man, so 10 laps, another winner for Jerry Marshall, number 96 in the Marshall Run iron car. Number 77, Pete Foster. Third place, 72. Third place, 72, Stephen Wakefield. Fourth place, Chris Conway, number 27. And fifth place, number 28. And there'll be laps after that. No, not quite. Should be number 41, should be up next to win Class C, Howard Brearley. TBR. Stuart Bennett is ready, I think, ready to talk to Jerry yet again. Perhaps we should have a recording. It's almost the same. Right, Stuart.
Right. If I can interrupt, Keith, I can't actually quite hear you, but a quick word with Jerry Marshall anyway, who's waving to Pete Foster. Jerry, a convincing win in the Marshall Plant DB4, but a good race for you, me think.
Yes, well, it's a lovely car, and it's great fun, and Marshall Plant prepare a good car for me, and It's got 400 horsepower, which is quite good stuff in the wet.
That's quite a lot of horsepower for a DB4, isn't it?
Yeah, well, they're all about the same. Mine is done by Aston Engineering, and but there's various people, Goldsmith and Young, do them. I'm afraid that noisy creature's Barry Williams. But they're great fun to drive, and they're British, and of course it is the Aston Martin Owners Club meeting. And I love my Astons, and Geoffrey Marsh has been providing me with Astons now for about 12 or 13 years. And it's getting on for our 50th win with Astons, and it was my 574th win today.
Good Lord. Yes. Well, I'm not going to ask you how long, when you started, I don't think, but I do remember you in minutes.
Yeah, I'm afraid I go back a long way now, but there you are. I still enjoy it, and it's a lovely meeting to do. It's a pity the weather wasn't a bit better, and I only hope David Haynes didn't do any damage when he went off, because he's a good mate of mine, and I'm looking forward to a good battle with him.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Joe. Now, we have Rosanna Hackett to award you the Patrick Hackett Memorial Trophy. Rosanna was, of course, Patrick's wife. And Rosanna, a few words from you.
Well, just to say thank you very much to everybody for their participation on such a wet day, and many congratulations to Jerry for winning. Thank you.
And of course there is also the garland from the AMOC.
I'd like to say on behalf of the competitors how nice it is for all of us to see Rosanna supporting the Goldsmith and Young Championship. As we all know, she had a tragic loss, and we miss Patrick, and we're very pleased to see that she can still face motor racing with us, and we love to have her.
Thank you very much, and I'd also myself like to thank John and Gillian Goldsmith for all their continued support and help to me, and inviting us all here today. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, Rosanna. And I think there's a pot for, yet another pot for Jerry, if he can manage to hang on to it or take it back in the car without dropping it. There's some champagne to put in it as well. Are we allowed the champagne now? Jerry's getting thirsty. Right, the champagne opening. It's all right, Jerry, you haven't got any more motor racing to do now.
And I hope you've enjoyed your day, as everyone else has up here. Thank you, Stuart, for your efforts.
Yes, thank you very much, Keith. I have thoroughly enjoyed my day. It's been a little domp, but it's been domp for everybody, so whatever. Anyway, thank you very much, Keith.
Yes, well, our thanks to the Aston Martin Owners Club, and in the safe hands of Jim Brody and Philip Wolf Parry, who's looked after us. And thanks to all the spectators who came and supported us today. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget those other meetings that I mentioned, next one at Mallory Park. And and then we get the class